Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my top 5 affordable eyeshadow palettes. Now I am definitely a drugstore makeup girl at heart. I love affordable makeup and I just love the fact you can get more for your money. I also do like my high-end products, I have to admit, but definitely deep down I'm such an affordable drugstore makeup girl. So if you guys want to see what palettes I have in store for you today, then keep on watching. Okay guys, now the first one you have got to know because I've talked about this quite a lot here on my channel, and it is the Soph X Makeup Revolution collab. I absolutely love this palette. I just love the packaging and I just love the colour selection that is in there as well. I mean, as you can see here, you're just getting a really nice array of colours. Lots of warm tones in there and just lots of shimmers as well as mattes. I really like the fact you do have your matte white and black because I think every palette needs one of those. I just love what she's done with this palette. These shimmers are just amazing. They are better applied with your finger. You just get more intense colour that way. You could also try it with a damp brush as well, using any setting spray you have at home, and it'll work just as well. But I do tend to use my finger. Like I said, this palette is just amazing. I don't need to go on anymore because you all know what I think about this palette. It's amazing. Now, moving on to another palette I am enjoying. Now, I've only got the one. I do have two of these, but I'm just showing you the one because I do use the coloured one, but probably I use the warm tone one more. So the one that I'm talking about is the MUA Cosmetics, and this is Burning Embers. I do have the Tropical Oceana one as well, which is a beautiful, beautiful palette, and the colours are just absolutely amazing and really pigmented. But I just love, especially this time of the year, I really love the warm tones that you've got in here and also the colour selection. So you've got a lot going on in there. You've got, again, a mixture of mattes and shimmers, and you've got everything from sort of your ivories and creams, you're into your browns, taupes, and then you've got these really nice purpley, corally colours, and then into obviously your deep dark browns. And then you've got a pop of colour up here with your pinks and your auburny colours. Now, I used some of these today to create the eye look that I have going on today. I've got 3 different shimmers. 2 are from this palette and also the purple from the Soph X Makeup Revolution. Like I said, this palette is amazing. The colours are really pigmented. They blend really well. And they just really work together. Now, this palette was £8, so really affordable. And I forgot to mention, obviously, Soph's palette is £10 from either Tam Beauty or Superdrug. And this one was £8. So for £8, you're getting all of these colours, and they are truly amazing. I really enjoy working with them. Now, the next one we're moving on to, well, the next 2 are from the same place. So we're talking Primark here. So this one here I just recently bought, so I haven't had much time to play with it. I've only used it once. But I have to say, in the time that I did use it, I really enjoyed it. It smells amazing. I mean, it smells of peaches. And the packaging is just really cute and funky. And again, lots of nice warm tones. That's kind of the theme we have today. Nice warm tones. But again, it's autumn heading into winter. So I do tend to use a lot of warm tones at this time of year. And I do like dark, deep colours as well. So, you know, I like a lot. So with these, like that, you're getting 9 colours. And this was £4 when I bought this in store. Although, guys, online I noticed, and I should have probably clicked sooner. Online, when I looked at it, it was £2.50 online. But yet I was charged £4 at the till. So I'm just making you guys aware of that if you do go in and you're being charged £4, online it says £2.50. So just beware of that. But yeah, I do really like the colours of this palette, and like everything else, they blend really well and they are pigmented. There is some colours that are not as pigmented, so I just tend to use them as transitions. I think I mentioned that in my last video when I did a little review on this palette, that 2 or 3 of the colours are a lot lighter, but again, I would just use them for transitions. But I really like this. Like I said, pigmented, creamy formula. You've got a couple of shimmers going on in there as well. And again, I just used them with my finger and they worked great. they blend out really nice, and like I said, they smell of peaches. So I really like this little palette, I have to say, and for the price, £4, or if you can manage to get it cheaper than that, you can't go wrong with that, really, you can't. And just look at the packaging. It's cute. So again, another Primark one that I've got for you is the Master Eye Palette. Now this one was £6. Here, stick it to my face. And I just absolutely love this palette as well. Again, just the same with all of these palettes I'm showing you today. They're pigmented, they blend really well, all the colours work together. And I have used 2-3 palettes in conjunction with one another, and they just bounce off of one another really, really well. Now, these palettes do tend to remind me of the MAC palettes that you can get. They just are so similar in look, and like that, some of the colours in this palette in particular, I have to say, reminds me a little of the Mario palette from Anastasia. There's certain colours in here that kind of look similar to them. Now, I'm not saying they're full-on dupes, but they do have some aspects that are very, very similar. So as you can see from this palette, there are shimmers as well as mattes. You've got this really, I would say this is even like a blue-black, this one here. And then you've got your creams and your ivories, and then you've got your shimmeries here. And obviously these warm tones here, so your ambers and your browns and your pinky colours. Now, the shimmers on these are, I nearly broke it. The shimmers on these are really, really nice. As you can see, I mean, really pigmented. Let me just place that one there. You're getting great pigmentation for that £6 you're paying. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I've said in tons of my videos, guys, you don't need to be splashing out on like £40, £50 palettes when you're getting amazing pigmentation for £6. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, I do have high-end palettes, which I absolutely love, and are absolutely amazing pigmentation, and, you know, the palettes are just absolutely beautiful. But I would say 85 to 90% of my makeup collection is drugstore and more affordable makeup, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I really like affordable makeup. I just think it works just as well as some of your high-end stuff, and some of your high-end stuff, you're basically just paying for the name of that product. Now, I'm not bashing any companies or bashing any high-end products, because like I said, I have some myself, but there are certain high-ends that I wouldn't buy simply because I think they're overpriced, and I really do believe you're just paying for that name. But as you can see, I mean, I'm going to swatch another one for you. I'll swatch one of the matte ones so you can see as well that it's not just the shimmers that are pigmented. So I'm just going to go for this really ambery orange colour, and I'm just going to place that right next to it. So as you can see, I mean, you're getting amazing pigmentation, whether it be shimmer or matte. The colours are just intense, and like I said, they blend an absolute dream. So guys, that is my next palette, £6 from Primark, and the eyeshadows are just fabby. So we're on our last palette. Now this palette isn't so much, I can't even say it's a favourite, because obviously I haven't used this palette yet. I have swatched it, but I thought it deserved an honourable mention in this top 5 video. And the palette I'm talking about is a new one to me. I've never had any of the products from this brand. Wet n Wild. Oh my god, this palette is just beautiful. So this palette is the colour Icon, and it is Comfort Zone E738. Now, you are getting 8 eyeshadows, and you're also getting a little applicator. That's if I can get this open. So the applicator you're getting is this one right here. So it's got a little brush on the end and your little foam applicator there. Again, guys, you know what I'm going to do with that. I'm not going to be using it, that's for sure. But just look at these colours we've got, and honestly, guys, I was blown away by the pigmentation of this. Now, this cost me $5.99, I think it cost me, and I know probably over in America you'll get that way, way cheaper. But I just thought I had to try it. I've heard so much about Wet n Wild, and I thought, you know what, I needed to try this. So let me just swatch some of these. Now, the nice thing I like about this palette as well is on the shadows themselves, it has got where you can place these. So for instance, let me just put it the right way around. So you've got your brow bone here you've got your eyelid, you've got your crease, and you've got your definer. So 2 definers, 2 crease, 2 eyelid, and 2 brow bone. Now that's not to say you have to stick to that. You can use this palette as you see fit. But let me just take, I'm going to take that definer one, like the greeny one here, which is like a duochrome. I mean, look how that changes colour. And I'm just going to put that right next to that. Look at that. And another one I really like is one of the crease ones, and this is a more glittery. It's got like flecks of glitter in there. I don't even know if you could pick that up in colour, but gold flecks through it. And I'm just going to place that down here. So as you can see, guys, for that $5.99 that I paid, the pigmentation is out of this world. And I really do like that green shade for the eyelid. I mean, that is such a pretty colour. I really, really do like it. That is such a pretty colour. Now I bought this also in mind that we are into the cold season, autumn, winter, so I thought these colours are just ideal for that time of year. I definitely am going to be purchasing more of these palettes or similar palettes. I noticed that they have a few, and I definitely want to pick up some of their other products like their contour duos and whatnot. I am really surprised with that. I mean, those 3 colours are from the Wet n Wild palette, and they are just amazing. Amazing, guys. For $5.99. And if you are in America, you're going to get this way, way cheaper than what I did over here. But I just thought this deserved a mention in my top 5, simply because the pigmentation is just fabby. And I just like the layout. I like that they've placed names on the shadows so you can see where to put them, especially if you're just getting into makeup. It's ideal for just that purpose. For me personally, I would use these colours in all different ways. I'm not going to stick to just what it says here. But I am thoroughly impressed with this little palette and can't wait to actually try it out on the lid. I'll be doing some tutorials with it so you guys can see how it does play out on the eye and if they do blend out really, really well. Because it's all fine doing a swatch, isn't it? But the proof is in the pudding when we test it on the old eyes over here. So guys, that is my top 5 affordable eyeshadow palettes. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so now because it would help me out a ton. So before you check on out, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye!